Hello friends, welcome back to episode 4 of Asher God's Redemption. We just started chapter 3. We are playing with Hopper Rouley and we need to choose a route. Uh, our goal is to follow Thorn Brenin to the nearest Menhir, which is this one, from the Dineport village. We get on this route that goes through the Gabonan Watchtower abandoned camp, or this one that uses the coal burner's track, a track that connects Albius and the watchtower recently built near the abandoned coal burners village. The coal burning business has moved, but the name stuck. I'm going to use the coal burners track because of the message that the sorceress that put the curse on me left for me. As you can see, while we play with Hopper Rouley, we don't need any strixes, but as time passes, the, we will be asked uh, if we accept to take on the uh, effects of the plague, and if we do, the curse power remains the same, but our stats lower. If we don't accept, the curse power will increase. Stein squints and smiles. There's the Albius watchtower. I was on duty I was on duty there when the reaping began. It wasn't until a couple of days later that the Geranans came to fetch me and told me about the events in town. I never thought I'd return so soon. You look at the tower and notice a rider silhouetted against it. By his stature, he's an Anse. This is their time after all. Looks like the abominations are keeping watch now, you say with a smirk. According to ancient manuscripts, masked warriors always appear during the reaping. The giant reaches for his weapon. An abomination, you say? That's no good. Let's trash the enemy, boys. And you, book lover, stay by the tower and don't stick your neck out. While the Anse tries to escape, you ride slowly toward the tower. As soon as you dismount near the gate, you notice a small band of Anses skirting the tower from the other side. Unlike the scout, they're horseless. They must have sent him out and then left when he didn't return. They haven't noticed you yet. Well, let's attack the Anses. You don't like the idea of smoking the Anses out of the tower, and you don't want to risk having to replace your horse. Once the Anses get farther away from the tower, you slink after them. The abominations don't notice you until they reach the edge of the wood. When they do, they turn around and attack you in silence. Okay, so uh, due to the curse, we have lower stats, as I said. We can level up. Okay. What do I want to upgrade? I'm going to take this mental blast because it's a free action. Alright. Okay. We only have Hopper. in this fight. Okay, this guy can reach me if I position myself here. So I'm just going to remain here. All right. I'm going to use, I can use, basically I can use mental blast many times in one round because the enemy has a lot more activations than the cooldown. So let's use it. I should have used it at the beginning of the fight, but okay. Now I can use the mental blast again. So now I can basically kill this guy because I'm going to act twice before the next round begins. And I'm going to replenish my energy. See? I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to use mental blast again. And because this guy doesn't have energy, it took a bunch of HP too when I used it. Okay, this guy can't reach me if I move here. Yeah, okay. Don't mind. By the way, Hopper Rouley doesn't have any cards, so that's that. I'm going to use Mental Blast again. And I'm going to move here. Okay, before I do that, yeah, okay, so I'm going to move here. Yeah, okay. Right, I can move here. Wait a minute. Okay, you can't move too far. You can attack me, but I'm going to win anyway. Now I'm going to kill this guy. And I'm going to use Mental Blast again. Okay, this guy is almost dead. This guy is almost dead. So I'm just going to end turn and wait for them to come to me. This guy is dead. Or not really, but next time. And if I use Mental Blast, the other guy is dead too because he doesn't have any energy. After the skirmish, you return to the tower and clean yourself up with a simple spell. No need to reveal your talents just yet. Aki comes back looking smart scout, indicating the answer scout is as good as that. You nod to the giant and mount your horse. It's time to continue the journey. Okay, I got one skill point, right? So I can level up. Okay, what do I want? What do I want? Normally, okay, let's add more damage to the circular hit. And okay, we now have two choices. Let's use the dry riverbed road, which follows a dry riverbed winding along a rocky plain. On the road or taking a rest, you can't shake the words in the town hall from your mind. Follow the guiding one, collect the 7 parts of wisdom, read them and be saved. You sit by the fire pondering the words' true meaning. Are they meant to guide or ensnare? Why would someone curse you, then make you piece together a spell to break said curse? What's the point? What could it possibly mean? The world is changing. People are rising up against the Reapers. An eerie bewitchment, an unknown sorcerer, and the darkness keeps creeping. You close your eyes trying to remember everything you know about previous reapings. Nothing makes any sense. It's as though a different scent is in the air. Something mysterious is coming. There's also the hand. Hey scribe, you sleeping? What shall we do when we catch up to Thorn? We won't be able to capture someone like Captain Brenin with our bare hands. I'm not looking to start the fight. I don't like this idea. Besides, they say drawing your sword against Thorn is a sure way to die. We'll think about it when we catch up to him. We'll be traveling to the nearest Menhir, but your advice. And I'm not drawing my sword. Not unless there's good reason. Whatever the case, I'll try talking to Thorn first. The man isn't so simple. What's to gain in being simple? I had a word with his servant, Tanner, when he was leaving town. The only thing on Thorn's mind is saving his daughter. Already lost his wife, and now he's only got his daughter, and his son somewhere in the service. I think it best not to stand in Thorn's way. Will Trek calm down if you find his son? I'd love to know that myself. I'm guilty of the same thing that made His Highness want to capture Captain Brennan. Had to kill a toll collector near a watchtower in self-defense. Well, at least I didn't borrow a prince. That's not a problem. If a ruler says something regrettable when enraged, you won't be taking it back. Even once he calms down, it does not befit a man of stature to go back on his word. Besides, Thorn's made quite a blunder in Albius, so many guards dead. Is Thorn really that good? Captain Brennan is the legend of Odala. Who hasn't heard of Mad Thorn? Maybe the best swordsman in all of Barcana, a hero of the Gibbonan War, a hero of the Northern Expedition and the Battle of the Southern Isles. Though he's grown much older since his last escapade, battle experience is not easily forgotten. I don't think he'll be fighting back, sword or not. That's if Prince Ho is still alive, of course. I hope that's the case. Not only is Thorn an exceptional swordsman, he's taught his daughter the same skills. I've seen her with a sword a couple of times. Girl swift as the wind. So better to talk with Thorn than cross swords. Does Thorn have any benefactors? His father-in-law is supposedly a big fish, but they're not on speaking terms or something. Not sure. He's with the army now, I reckon. By the way, a servant of Thorn's named Tanner sealed off his house and moved west, probably to his old master. He used to look after his daughter, but then managed to outlive her. His father-in-law is Count Stacket Victi. Thorn's servant was out in his wagon when I saw him by the gate. He ventured to Opacom to visit the Count. The Count's a military governor now, so we're likely to meet Thorn in Opacom if we can't find him sooner. Well, we've still got to catch up to Thorn. You're right about that. The road's dangerous. I saw some footprints near the spring. A couple dozen cavalry went by there just 2 days ago. The boots are definitely not from Barkana. They've got a strange heel print.
Mhm.
I've seen it too. Those are footprints of the ancestors. The flowing menace took their corpses to the Albios watchtower, right? Should have looked at the boots sooner. Ansys or not, so what? Thorn and his men managed to hack him up, right? How are we any different? Hopper, the only thing is, don't just jump into battle, yeah? Your knack for tearing down towers won't help you here. Better to be safe. Don't want to upset the cardinal, do we? Deal? Boy. Alright, I'll go see if they left anything else behind.
Mhm.
You think hard about what you've learned. Don't piques your curiosity by the minute. Now that's just finding him and learning how he managed to withstand that Reaper. Listen, Hopper, I don't quite get you. What are you? Are you a healer or a wizard? Or what you call it? A penman? I even heard you're also a baron, without residence most likely. And you're not young. How do you get by? They don't pay you a dime, do they?
Mm.
I capture princes, Stein. When someone disappears, I'm the one to turn to. I may have no regular allowance, but should I find a prince, I'll have enough money to gorge myself. Should I fail, however, I'd best avoid said kingdom for the next decade or so, if I want to keep my head attached. Still, I've been lucky so far. Want me to catch you in?
Mm.
No, sire. Barkana's a bit short on princes. Besides, it's quite a long way between kingdoms, and my boots are worn through. I'd rather stay by the Albius Gate if I ever return, that is. Alright, let's continue. A roundabout way along gravel rocks rise and sharp cliffs. Leaving the lifeless Dynford village behind, you approach the Menhir in Albios. The road and bridge are stained with blood, but the bodies have been taken away. On the other side of the bridge near the Menhir are some fresh graves and a regiment of guards. One of the guards recognizes Ake and waves. Ake, is it really you going to Ursa's, huh? Is it a special assignment, or are you just heading home? Ake leaps from his horse. Where I'm going shouldn't concern you, friend. Let's just say I'm escorting someone important, a scribe and mage licensed by the temple. The guard pushes back his helmet. Listen, could his importance maybe help us out? We have orders to bury the villagers' remains and to remove the abominable sign from the menhir. We've done the first, but the second, it doesn't come off. Obviously, you shouldn't touch it with bare hands, but we've already tried everything. Inspect the menhir. You give Ake a nod and dismount. Glancing at the graves, you approach the menhir. One grave is slightly older and smaller. The other looks fresh. The stink of decay hits you like a hammer. The Reaper's sign on the menhir seems to glow from within. The guard trails behind you. This is where we bury the villagers. Parts of them, I should say. I've never seen anything like it. It's like they were hit by a rain of steel. We found the watchman assigned to this post in the other grave. The grave was here already when we arrived, and we had to exhume them to find out. The fellows lying there have barely been wounded, but their blood has been drained. I think Thorn Brenin buried them. Nobody else from Albius traveled that way. He couldn't have killed them, could he? Because he went to the trouble of burying them. You shake your head. I haven't met this Thorn, but it's the ancestors who drain the blood from corpses. Some people call them abominations. Did you find their bodies? I guess not. They'd be hard to miss. Thorn must have run into them on the bridge. There's blood, but no bodies. He probably tossed them into the manas. You inspect the menhir once more. A mark like this won't come off no matter how hard you scrub it. It will glow, however, faintly until the ripping is over. It's stronger than a sign on a gate, the sacred stone. The god throws up his arms. So what do we do? Prince Trig won't have this. He'll take this road back to Ursus. Seeing the job unfinished is bound to get him all steamed up. Then we'll have our asses in a sling. You cast another glance at the menhir and feel a strange tingling in your arm. You imagine yourself touching the menhir and the Reaper's sign glowing ever so faintly vanishing into the stone. You realize that you're not thinking straight. With great effort you control yourself. Touch the menhir. You walk right up to the menhir and touch the sign with your hand. Despite Aki's warning, there's a flash of blinding light and a powerful force knocks you down. It feels like you're only out for a few seconds, but judging by Aki's swearing, maybe not. The big fellow seizes his stream of profanities and says heavily, "You woke up, huh? We knew you didn't snuff it, 'cause you were still breathing. You slept for a whole day. Why in the blazes did you mess with the menhir? To make the guards happy? The sign disappeared alright, but you lost an entire day, and now Thorn is even farther away." With difficulty you rise to your feet. Your arm is somehow less black. "It was foolish of me, I agree, and the sign didn't disappear. It's just lying in wait. Let's hurry up, okay? Otherwise we'll never catch up to Thorn."
In these times of trouble, you could use some of your youthful daring, for which you've been nicknamed Mad Thorn. It seems, though, that your daughter has it aplenty.
Okay, we are now switching to Thorn Brenin. We now must reach the double menhir. Where is the double menhir? I think this is where the double menhir is, I believe. Anyway, let's take the Ololan Pass. The road running through the mountain valley between the Albius Menhir and the Cheranan Tower, the border of Cherana, and a way to get to the old Gebonon Road and the Barkanon Road. The valley itself is wide and shallow and well traveled year round. Let me check if I can talk with anyone. No. Do I have any level ups? Yes, we do have a couple of level ups. I'm so sad that we lost the spearman Fisk. I don't know what happened. Maybe his morale was too low. Alright. Let's get Onslaught. Next. Let's get you Onslaught. No. Let's get you health. You need a lot of health because you're the tank. Alright. The next time I'm going to use Remlin. Remlin is a warlock. He's very powerful. Not quite at the beginning, but he will become more powerful as you unlock more skills for him. You catch up with an overloaded peasant's cart and strike up a conversation with the driver. His name is Bradham, and he's moving his family to his brother's farm. You realize their destination has been ravaged by the Anses. Gleda warns the peasants of the possible danger. They don't believe her at first, but then reconsider and turn the cart around. Gleda shows them the newborn and begs them to take it, but the head of the family is reluctant. Offer him money. You hand the man a money purse and he grins broadly. He tells his wife to take the baby, bowing and swearing he'll raise the child as his own. Gleda rides up and asks whether the family will safely make it home to their village. Escorting the slow-moving cart will take half a day just to get there. Escort the family to their home village. You offer help, which the peasant gladly accepts. You lost some time and money, but are happy to have found a family for the baby. Your companions are pleased. Alright, we got morale from 20% to 40%. We lost some Strixes, but we have plenty of those. And the game freezed. This is one of the bugs that I encountered quite often. So the only thing we can do, because nothing really works, is to load the last save, which shouldn't be too far behind. It's just before the event. Okay, now we can continue. Did we level up? No, we only level up after you do battle. Let's continue. But the important thing is that we now have average morale. This will increase our stats. During a short rest, Hody and Soap step aside, speaking in hushed tones. You've grown tired of their lack of discipline. It's time they know how you feel. What are you whispering about? You're plotting something. Now of all times, I have many questions for you two, and it's best you answer them now. Turning to Soap, I figured he'll find out sooner or later. This is not your clueless Krieger. We should tell the truth. It's long overdue. Alright, here goes. You see, Captain, the young Prince Ho is headstrong. He quarreled with his grandfather, the King of Jarana. As a result, Prince Trig, that is Prince Ho's father, sent him off to a young soldier's regiment. The King of Jarana, who's Prince Ho, whose father? What are you blabbering about, damn you? I'm telling it as it is, not leaving anything out. They made Prince Ho a young Albius warrior to get him some discipline, and me his bodyguard. His name was changed to Hode, but mine stayed the same. I'm not so important, I guess. Captain, you said yourself that it was time for a serious talk, so we're telling you the truth. That was a bolt from the blue. I actually came to talk about discipline and the fact that Soap follows you all the time, ignoring orders. Turns out I should call you Your Highness. What do we do now, Hode? I mean Prince Ho. Let's drop the title, shall we? I've been Hode to you, and Hode I shall remain. I prefer this name. No need to flaunt my princely status. Safer this way. It won't make much difference. Won't make much difference? Do you have any idea what your family will do to us all if you die? All of your companions will face the gallows, not just Sop. It's not so easy to best me in combat. What do you suggest? I'm not going back to my grandfather, that's certain. Not until he apologizes. You won't drag me to court by force, will you? So this guy had a quarrel with his grandfather, who is the king of Tirana, and his father, Prince Trig, sent him to Albius to discipline him, and he was serving under Thorn's command. And now Prince Trig hired Hopper Rouley to find Hode and bring him back. That's a lot to take in. For now, Hode remains Hode. Everyone tries to stay alive. We travel as planned. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Great. Okay, so we can go to the Berkanka village or to the ruined tavern. Let's go to the village. A well-trodden highway marked with posts and road signs frequently patrolled by Jaranan guard. In view of a small village, you see a colorful wagon and 4 horses grazing nearby. A traveling merchant stuck here when his cart wheel broke. Though happy to see you, he complains that the locals don't buy anything despite flocking to browse his wares. When you see his wares, you tell him that the locals won't buy because his goods aren't very useful in rural life. Alchemists retorts, undecipherable scrolls, and other junk. Nothing good for a peasant. The buyers he seeks don't wander the back roads. Uh, Ask the merchant about his odd wares. The merchant is eager to tell you he never intended to sell his wares roadside. He's actually traveling from city to city, looking for special wares and selling them to special people like Rask in Albius. The stall by the small village is temporary, just killing time while his wagon is repaired. Look at the wares. Alright, we can pay. Oh, Sam's pendant. In a world devoid of hope and grace, some people prefer the companionship of pets. This pendant commemorates a cat, a true friend who was nicer than most humans. Okay, I'm definitely getting this because it only costs 150 gold. And this seems to be a rather unique item. Rune of Flame, Rune of Wisdom, Temple Ring. Okay. I kind of want to take this. I am going to take this. I am going to take the Strixes, and that's about it. Resume your journey. I'm going to equip the items. 1 health, 1 energy. Perfect. Horses Road, Berkanan Road, Abandoned Smithy, Foul Track. Let's not go this way. Let's use the Horses Road. A little boy runs out into the road. Sobbing, he pleads, "Help me, kind sirs. My sister fell into a deep pit. I cannot pull her out by myself." Time is of the essence. Can you afford a detour? Though it would be terrible to leave children in distress. Helping the girl shouldn't take too much time. Send one of your companions to the rescue. You should dispatch someone agile to rescue the poor girl and return at once. Brett nods, dismounts, and follows the boy. After a while, the young soldier returns. It turns out that he closely avoided ambush. Wow. When the Brett led him to the pit, Brett noticed a thug with a club hiding in a bush. There was no choice but to knock an arrow and threaten to kill them both. Though Brett didn't want to kill anyone, of course. There's not much else you can do, so you resume your journey. Okay. Also, we need to reach Ursus. Which is track. Let's use this road. See what's up with the Menhir. You eventually catch up with the merchant's cart. The merchant introduces himself as Revek and offers his wares for sale. His horse is skittish, shying at every noise, cursing at it. The merchant explains that he only bought the beast recently and apologizes for its lack of training. Have a look at the wares. Okay, I can't buy anything obviously, but I just wanna look. Okay, this was a very good purchase. One Strix means nothing. This was a good purchase too. Alright, warn the merchant about the reaping. You tell the merchant about the events in Albius, skimming over the unsavory details. Clearly the merchant thinks you're raving mad. He makes it clear that he's not enjoying this discussion. Leave. Haha, you bid Rebecca farewell and carry on with your journey. As you approach the double menhir, Brett points at the stockade and cries, "It's the Ansys, they're storming the gate." You decide to strike the abominations from behind with your companions. Soon it becomes clear that the stakes which made the Ansys dismount will be in your way as well. You'll have to fight the Ansys on foot. Right, that's not a problem. But I believe these guys are very powerful. Okay, so we left Krieger and Fleet. Okay. Oh, let's equip this. Okay, I'm fine with this team for now. Ooh, okay, so these guys have a lot of HP, but not much energy. On the other hand, this guy has very low HP, so okay, so this I'm going to put Sop here. The thing is, you should avoid putting your team one behind another, because these guys have an ability, deadly jab, which does a lot of damage to everyone in a line. So avoid this as much as possible. Alright, so my first move will be to go here and use defense. Okay, you are going to attack me and do 10 damage because you use deadly jab. Deadly jab does 14 damage, I believe. Yeah, 14 damage. And she also used mental strike, I believe. Anyway, I'm going to use shelter to increase Soap's shield defense, and I'm going to move here. Okay, the enemy can use cuts too. Alright, so I kinda want to kill this guy. Okay, so this guy has an ability, power absorption, that takes away 3 of his health, but he does 12 damage to energy, which means that he can basically almost kill this guy. But I think I'm going to use it on this guy. That way he will not be able to use the deadly jab because he can't reach anyone. I took away his energy. Zero damage. Thank you very much. Now I can... Okay, so this one is more dangerous because he does 10 damage. He's a healer. We'll probably want to heal one of these guys. So I think I want to kill him before he does that. Alright, now I will be using damage split.
Huh?
8 damage. I would like to do a lot more damage, but that's okay. Okay, that guy healed him. That's okay. Because right now... I'm going to use this. Okay, this guy has 5 attack. He's not really dangerous. Alright, new turn. Increase energy by 7 to all party members. This is a very good ability. I'm going to use it. Now I'm going to leave this guy as soap. I'm going to use him last because he will maintain his high defense. And instead I am trying to kill this guy. Let me check something. Yeah, I am going to kill this guy. Because why not? I'm going to move here. I'm going to use power strike. Okay, when Hode kills an enemy, increases his energy by 7. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm not... what can I do? Now, I think I am going to reduce this guy's health.
Huh?
And then I'm going to kill him. Oh, okay, I'm not going to kill him. Okay. Going to move a little back. Okay, okay. I'm going to heal. Now I'm going to kill this. Oh, no. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to kill this guy. Perfect. Going to remain here. Okay. Now I can use this guy to try and kill this guy, the priest. Okay, he's dead. I'm going to increase her defense. And her attack. And I'm going to move here. I know that these guys are one behind another, but this guy doesn't have any energy left, so he can't use that ability. Okay. Okay, so you only have 24, so I need... Okay, you are dead. Sorry to say, but you are dead. And now with just one left, the battle is won. Okay, Thorn Brenin does a lot of damage. We got 15 success, 1050 gold, and a new card inspiration. And we have 2 companions, 2 characters who leveled up. The palisade gate does not open immediately. You feel that you're being watched. Finally, a squat man comes out to meet you. You recognize your old comrade, Vegan. You fought in many campaigns together. Vegan hurries toward you. Thorn Brenin, by thunder and lightning, I never dreamt I'd see you here. I'm so glad, friend. You can't even imagine. Get your companions inside before those abominations return. There will be another attack. Vegan draws you. Okay, Vegan draws you into his mighty embrace. His strength has not diminished since you two last met, but you managed to wrest yourself free. Easy there, old bear. Tell me, what's going on in your stockade? Find out how Vegan knows that more abominations are coming. Vegan lowers his voice. I was wondering about that myself. You see, this old healer, Chila, she arrived at the stockade and started raving about it. I almost shoot her off. And that's when the abominations appeared. And then it happened again. From then on, I've listened to every last word she said. You look around. She turned out to be a seer. I never thought they were real. I'd like to talk to her. Perhaps she'd predict something of yours. Ask why the gates weren't opened for you immediately. The chief watchman makes a helpless gesture. They distracted us, those sons of sea urchins. Some of them climbed over the palisade on the other side. It took some time to beat them back. Run back to the gate, then keep watch on what was left outside. You dismiss the remark. You've managed by ourselves. It's not our first spray with these abominations. Vegan puts a hand on your shoulder. If I were you, I wouldn't be so rash. The plague hasn't passed us by. One woman used to touch the magnet for every sneeze. She tried her luck already. She tried her luck with a stone. That was the end for her. We found a mark on her neck, as if she'd been choked by a flaming noose. Everyone steers clear of the arch now. A wave of disappointment washes over you. Damnation. It's Albios all over again. Did you see a monster with grey skin by any chance? The head watchman's expression becomes grave. No, just the masked ones. Though I wouldn't be surprised to see a monster, but I'm no harbor rat hiding in a dark corner. This is a good place for a breather. Please make yourself at home. When the abominations come, I'll give the signal. Will you aid an old comrade? You nod. I will. We won't stay long, but we'll give any abomination that comes near that gate a warm welcome. If any crawl through, we'll let you catch them. This is your home turf. In the meantime, we need to rest. Okay, we have a bunch of dialogues. Let's finish it. This episode. You keep staring at the arch. Never seen a double menhir before, have you? No, I have not. Never even ventured this far out. I've heard of such a menhir though. When I was a kid, my granny told me the story of a warrior who walked between two menhirs and was rejuvenated. Must be a Vandal tale I'm not familiar with. Do you think it's about this menhir here? If so, that Vandal must have traveled very far from home. Just like my granny, she used to tell me stories of her homeland. Said she'd never have left had she not fallen in love with my grandfather. The heart wants what it wants. I'll think about your story. It's hard to separate true from fantasy these days. Fleet. With Vergan's permission, Fleet examines the dead anses. Dead anses lie at the bottom of the palisade. One of them is missing his mask. You stop to examine his pale, refined feminine features. No doubt he's from another land. Their strange swords glisten in the nearby grass, like shards of broken glass. You notice Fleet shambling among the bodies. He stoops, picks up the curious answer weapon and regards it intently. You approach him. I see curiosity has overcome fear, huh? What are you looking for? Comparing ink marks to bloodstains? What can you tell me of the menhirs? Why are these senses so intent on getting to the menhirs? The abominations aren't that numerous. If each Berkanan kingdom sent just one detachment to every stone, the answers wouldn't stand a chance. Can the manuscripts explain that? I am at a loss, Thorn. Either I have not read enough, or even the scribes don't know such things. It has been noted, though, that answers often appear by the sacred stones once the reaping begins. Since they seem to come out of nowhere, walls are no obstacle, and men struggle to fight them. What do you think about the reaping? I don't know what to make of it anymore. I've always thought the legends were nothing more than tall tales, but recent events have proven me wrong. Wreck your brain, you could remember something. We need every bit of knowledge that might be of use. That's why I'm wandering here. I'd gladly consult my scrolls, but I left them all in order. If anything useful springs to mind, I'll come to you straight away, Captain. Why do you stare at the answers? I'm curious. They're foreigners. They're swords. In the old chronicles, there are instances of the Kimra wielding these lances. Some people believe that Ansis and the Kimra are the same people, or that perhaps the Kimra are their descendants. Noticing your bewilderment, lances are what old scribes call these swords. The wielder, they say, commands the blade by pure thought, and his lance only answers to him. The Kimra, well, they're a nomadic tribe that lives on the other side of the Milky Mountains. Legends of the Kimra abound. Normally, I'd have brushed them off as old wives' tale, but now I'm not so certain. Alright, I won't distract you further. The Seeress. Good day to you, Chila. My name is Thorn Brenin. I arrived here recently, but I've heard so much about you. Could it be that the gods have sent you to my aid, or is it pure chance? Nothing is coincidence, Thorn. I'm also my own master, and I do not do the bidding of others, but you're here for a reason. The gods have probably told you many things. What do you want? You must already know what I want. It's not every day that one meets a seer, let alone a seer whose prophecies come true. Perhaps you know a way to halt the reaping? Don't concern yourself with the ripping thorn. It's time each of us tended to our own woes, especially your companion, the older one. He's weak and tired. Are you talking about Krieger? What's gnawing at him? Some sort of illness? Perhaps something he craves? Can I help him? You've no way of helping him. He's the only one who can beat back that which is devouring him. It'd be best to kill him before he harms those he was meant to protect.
Hey.
Kill him? Are you mad? No matter what you see in the future, Krieger will never betray us. Of that I'm certain. Let's not discuss it further. Perhaps you could give me an idea of where I should be going? Why do you seek my advice? From here, the only way leads to Ursus. Try a fortune there, though I can't promise you'll find much of it. If every manual is tainted, we'll find no cure in Ursus. Or is there something else apart from the stone? What awaits me in that city? It's not what, but who. Look for Unda, the healer. She may be the only one who can help you. Alright, I shall pay her a visit, unless she's vanished from the city again. I learned everything I wanted to, Chila. I need to go now. Chila, I'm sorry. Is it possible that I've seen you before? We've never met, I'm sure, but there's something oddly familiar in your eyes. I've wandered far and wide. We could have encountered each other. At my age, details escape me. Here, wear this bracelet so that I recognize you next time. Do not take it off. These aren't Strixes, but they aren't pebbles either. You'll find them useful. If you cross paths with Unda in Ursus, tell her that the source must be preserved. Remember those words exactly. The source must be preserved. I will, and thanks, I guess. I'll be going now. I have to catch up with father before he starts to worry. Alright, Krieger. Why are you sitting here all by yourself, pal? Too sick to drink or just choosing not to? You look pale. Old wound acting up? Some wounds come from within, Thorn. It's like ice in my chest. I've got to tell you something. In Albius, I deserted. I abandoned my post and my men. Should have stood my ground when things got serious, but I chickened out, bolted as soon as that report thing vanished. I ran for my life and into Fisk. That's when shame caught up with me, but the fear's still there, eating me up inside. You need rest, my friend. Take a breath and throw this nonsense out of your head. I can't rely on anyone but you. Now that's better. Get yourself together and give me back my right-hand man. Deal? Alright, Thorn. I'll do my best. The sixes glistening from the vendor store make you consider telling vegan about their magical properties. After all, you still remember the time when you saved each other's lives. Tell vegan about the sixes. You share everything you know about the reaping with your old friend vegan, and you also tell him of the useful properties the unusual gems possess. It seems like you get your point across. Vegan thinks it over. Thanks, old friend, but I'll pass. I don't have extra money for gems or any chance to look for them. Since I'm not leaving the stockade, I believe you'll need them more than I will. Oh, nice. Okay. These are good prices. I don't need any more Strixes. I'm going to get the dream catcher and the iron ring because I have money, and that's all. You're about to leave the market when you notice Hode. He's holding a wooden comb, looking wistful. Aren't the teeth a bit long for your locks, you ask? Hode tosses the comb back on the stall and lets out a disapproving snort. This isn't for me. I haven't visited Ursus in such a long time. There's a woman there. I want to buy her a gift, but it's so hard to choose. You frown. Well, what kind of woman is she? Come on, you're a prince. Hoda looks at you in bewilderment. I'm talking about my old nurse. Her name's Tante. She nurtured and raised me. She's always held her tongue, the good woman. What do you think I should get her? She's no dignitary, but she already has everything she needs. You shrug. In that case, it doesn't matter what you get. It can be anything, a comb, a shawl, a brooch. If she cares about you, any gift will bring her joy. Pick whatever calls out to you. Nice. You've returned, have you? I see you still have questions. No, I do not have any questions. Vegan? How many years has it been, Vegan? A decade, probably? I thought you'd be a captain by now. Why did you not apply elsewhere? I'm surprised to find you here. It just happened, Ton. After that Polian campaign, I served under your brother-in-law, Bran Vichti. I'm lucky I managed to get out of the capital. He didn't like me much. Maybe because I can't shut up. Maybe because you and I are old friends. So no, I never made captain. That's unfortunate. Why did you not find me? I could have put in a good word for you with my father-in-law, though I guess the local watch would have been much worse off without you here. Where did, where did these answers come from? Who knows? The first few seemed to pop out of thin air right beside the menu. The rest shone in from the outside. I lost too many men, soldiers and villagers alike. The abominations don't seem to wear any armor, but they're hard to kill all the same. It's like stabbing jellyfish with an oar. We must have gotten lucky. Our losses were far fewer. The village of Dynford suffered the most. About 100 locals died, some torn limb from limb while still living. How can such abominations exist? Ha, no matter. We've made mincemeat of tougher foes. With your help, we stand our ground. Chila will warn us of approaching danger. And what of Bran? They kicked him out of Odala. He's in Jarana now. He's gained the old king's trust, and he now just does as he pleases. He's in Ursus at the moment. It's a good thing he wasn't a match for the local commander, fellow by the name of Shek. Him the king trusts more. What are the officials in Jarana thinking? Can they taste the difference between honey and shit? They're cut from the same dirty cloth. All the honorable men joined Crown Prince Trick's army, leaving only scum at the king's court. Lesser nobles are making us think, of course, but they're not picking fights. Bran has a whole company of mercenaries. We should keep a low profile in Ursus. It's because of Bran that I moved to Albius. In a fit of rage, his father left everything to my children. If Bran already had a bone to pick with me before, I'm sure he wants me dead now. Did the plague make anyone go mad? Every other man has a mark on his neck, but I think everybody has their wits about them. Chila, the healer, she brought some ointment. It doesn't cure the plague, but does relieve the pain. There isn't much of it, but we make do. Make do? You damned. Did you even send for help? Your guts are completely spent. Do you think I've been twiddling my thumbs here? Of course I sent a messenger. Two, in fact, but no answer from Ursus. I just hope they're not dealing with trouble of their own. If they are, our backwater will be the least of their concerns. Alright, I'll see to my duties. So much for remembering old times, huh? Couldn't relax then, can't do it now. Well, I want to hear about your family, Ton. I'm still a bachelor, but you're a married man. How are the children? My daughter's right here. She fought beside me. I taught her how to wield a sword. My son is serving in the capital. As for Licky died back in Albius. Gods have mercy. My condolences, Thorn. I was wondering why you were out of sorts. Forgive me, friend. I'll stop pestering you. Alright. We have new cards. Inspiration increases attack by 2. I'm not going to use this because it's just for one party member. And I have better cards for now. That might change. That will surely change in the future. What should I use? I'm going to get some energy in walking. And Brett is going to get more damage. And I think that's it. Yes. Oh, energy. Who needs energy? Okay, you need energy. And you need health. No, wait. You need health. Alright. You're using this. Perfect. 2 menhirs form a giant arch. We will not be touching the menhir because we might get a wound or two. You walk between the menhir stones carefully not to touch them. A divine force washes over you and you suddenly feel at peace. Your wounds are healed, your mind settled. Seeing you unhurt, the The others follow in turn. Party injury level decreased by, so if any of my companions would have been wounded, they would have been healed, obviously. Okay. No sign of answers yet. The watchman will signal the moment he spots the enemy from his tower. You wonder whether you should wait for the attack at the gate or finish your business in the stockade first. I think I did finish everything. Yeah. Stay put. You doze off while waiting for the enemy. The sound of a horn wakes you. You give these abominations a proper reception. Before the battle begins, you notice Krieger stumbling and clutching his throat. When he looks up again, there's a naught but madness in his eyes. Okay, Krieger is no longer Krieger. Whew. Okay, I'm not going to use Ramlin yet. I'm going to put the other archer fleet in. Perfect. Okay, now the problem is that Krieger is right here. But I have a plan. So, hear me out. I'm going to stun. I'm going to stun him. Then I'm going to kill him with until the enemy reaches my lines. Okay. I'm always acting first, so I'm going to use onslaught, deals 10 damage, and stuns target, pushes back an enemy unit by 2. So I'm going, this Krieger will lose his turn, but what I am going to attack is energy, maybe? Yes, I'm going to attack his energy. That way I'm going to kill him faster. Perfect. And I'm going to use defense. And I'm going to put myself here. Yeah. I know what you do. Okay, I'm going to attack. Going to move here. Should be safe. Okay, I am going to... Yeah, that's it. I'm going to stay here. Alright. I am going to move here. And I'm going to kill you. At that. I'm going to move here. No, I'm going to stay here. Okay, I'm going to move here and use shelter. Or maybe not. I am not going to use shelter. Okay, this is their most dangerous unit. So I'm just going to kill it now. Alright, I'm going to use this. That's pretty clear. Okay. Let's make room for Fleet. Fleet is going to kill this enemy. Every time Fleet kills an enemy, he gets free health. Okay. Now this guy is going to move first. I knew that. But he attacked one of my most powerful units, so he will be dead. Okay, so let's reduce your health. And I'm going to move here. No. You are moving here. And You are killing this guy. Perfect. What else do I have? Plus 9 HP. Perfect. $24 damage. And the battle is won. Okay, 2 level ups, 3 level ups. Krieger is dead, yeah, unfortunately. Regaining composure after the battle, you stand beside the body of your former friend and comrade. The corpse is covered in blood, yet still looks like Krieger, but you know it's no longer him, just a slain beast. Your companions are in shock as well. Words do not come easily. A warrior dies when a foe strikes him down, but sometimes it's wild sorcery, not sharpened steel, that kills him. I believe that this is no fault of Krieger's. Still, report to me immediately if you begin to feel strange. Vegan draws closer. Folks might get scared. We should bury him somewhere. I'll send for some hooks. I doubt anyone will dare touch him with bare hands. Let's go, Thor. There's nothing else we can do for him. You bend down and take the captain's insignia from Krieger's chest. The pendant is hot. You hand it to your daughter. Keep this, Gleda. We'll return it to his family if we get a chance. Gleda wraps Krieger's pendant with a piece of cloth and stashes it. At this rate, there soon won't be much left of his pendant. Yours too, I'm afraid. You stand facing your fallen comrade. Farewell, Krieger. You've been a good warrior and a true friend. This madness could have taken over any of us. Rest in peace. Alright, we will wrap up the episodes here. Thank you everyone for watching. Take care. Bye bye.